Hi guys, it's your guy here, LBRT, and today we will be analyzing our charts to see which ones will present a good opportunity. Okay, as we can see right now, the time is 8:42, and usually at 9 o'clock, I at least expect to see a nice trade. Okay, uh, let me show you something quite quick. If you look here. If you look here, I have a couple of charts. I have a couple of assets here. I have 1 hour. These are currencies that usually move during Asia session. I have 15 minutes time frame as well as 4 hours and 5 minutes and a daily one. Okay, and for London, I have the same. These are currencies that usually move a lot during London session, and right now we are on London session. Okay, so I have the same as in Asia, and I also have New York, the ones that move during the US session. Okay, so I've grouped them as you can see. Let me choose 1 hour, the ones that move in Asia. So as you can see, I have Audi JPY, I have New Zealand JPY and stuff. These ones, as you know, Japanese yen, this is Asia, so gold moves in every session. And these other ones, they have Australian dollar that moves well during Asia, and Japanese yen that moves well during Asia. Okay, so let's look. I'm on a 1 hour time frame. As you can see right here, we have hit, it's the beginning of the month, right? So yeah, you must pay attention to the beginning of the month or the end of the month. Okay, right, because that's when they usually break levels. Okay, as you can see here, this is the low of April, and this was the high. Yes, they came closer but didn't break, and now we have broken the high of April. Okay, so let's pay attention to that. And as most of you know, I look for 3 days, either 3 days rise or 3 days drop. Okay, and if you can see, this was Monday, this was Tuesday. Okay, we went down. I'm not gonna explain what happens here. Okay, but as we can see, we were going down for about 2 days, and then we had an inside day, which was a reversal, and then we also had a day one, because it becomes day one when they break the high of the previous day. So this means day one traders are in the market. Okay, so I usually trade day two, and today we are on day two, and day two traders are already in the market. Okay, so for me, I will say I'll take this one as a day one, and I'll take this one as a day two, because usually it is an inside day, but for me it's a bullish day. So I'm gonna remove this I'm gonna remove this inside day label. Okay, I'm just gonna delete it, and I'm gonna take this as day one, and I'm gonna take this as day two, and I'm gonna take this as day three. So on day three, usually I anticipate reversals, because most of the indicators are lagging. That means they take time to show a trend. So by day one, they usually don't show you that it's a trend. Day two, they don't show you that it's a trend, and day three, that's when they start showing you that it's either an uptrend or a downtrend. So that's when the market movers will be reversing to punish those who are using indicators. As we all know, the major problem with indicators is that they lag. Okay, so on day three, you should, or most of the time, what's gonna happen is there's gonna be a reversal. Okay, not always, but yeah, most of the time. Why? Because the indicators start showing that it's an uptrend. Everybody starts jumping in on the trend, and eventually they punish. And as we can see here, there are these pins. You see these pins, and they have just broken the high. Okay, so what I will do is, let me I think there's a trade coming. Okay, because this to me looks like it can end up being a fake breakout. And if it's a fake breakout, that means it's day 3 fake breakout. They are gonna punish those who have taken the long position, and there's a high possibility that they will come to the low of Friday. Okay, I'm not saying they will, but there's a high possibility if this ends up as a fake breakout, or else we can just find an inside day, or yeah, a lot of things can happen. So let's go to New Zealand JPY. Same thing, because most of these currencies will show the same signs, okay, because it's JPY anyway. Okay, let's see. They did the same thing, and let's see where we are right now. This was the low of the week, so we have broken the low of the week, which is here. Okay, this is the low of actually it's the low of May. Yes, the low of last week, so we broke it, as you can see. And usually when we break a level, I usually want to label this, if we, as a stop hunt, stop hunt, okay, that's if we break it and quickly return to the opposite side. Then this came to punish those who were in profit here, because we know that there are people who entered here and they were in profit all the way up, and we know that people who are greedy, who want to take every pip out of the market, and they were still in profit, meaning they didn't even bother taking out some profit. And the market is after those people, because the market will come for you. It will always come for you. So this to me is a stop hunt, as they close these guys here. The people who entered after this pin and they were enjoying the profits, but greedy, and then all of a sudden the market started reversing, and they were just hoping that the market will go up and up and up. Okay, and there are people who are not who do not spend much time on their computer, so you find that they trade once in a while and they were in profit, and yeah, they don't usually check how things are turning out. So these are the people the market is gonna punish. It came down and closed all of them. This is a stop hunt, because they came and hunted their stops. So today we can say it's a new week. That's good. And for me, I will say this is the first bullish day, even though it's an inside day, because it's inside this, it hasn't broken anything. Or else I can just take this one as day 1. It's fine. Let me just say day 1 for me. Okay, that's usually how I tackle these things. Okay, let's see, this is day 1. Okay, day 1, and okay, it's bullish, and they broke in the high. Okay, so it doesn't matter which day it is, even if it's day 2, if they break the high, they can keep on going up, or they can just reverse to come and punish all the guys who entered on these levels. Because usually when they creep like this, they are leaving stop orders everywhere. Okay, there are stops here, there are stops here, there are stops everywhere. Okay, and today we don't have those aggressive news, but we have that what meeting. Okay, so yeah, I don't usually trade when you have that kind of a news, because it brings unexpected volatility to the market, as you can see this pin. Okay, so anyway, let's see how they behave here. I'll show you something. Okay, we want to see how the market behaves at this level. Is it gonna be a fake breakout, or is it gonna keep going up? But usually pins like this are usually a trap, because most people are gonna enter after a pin close, and they might just go up and come for them. But anyway, we still have a lot of room. We can still be coming for the high of last week. We still have the overall high of the month, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Yeah, it's the high of the month, the previous month. Yes, so we can still be going up, or else we can reverse. So the market will do whatever it wants. Okay, So I don't know what it's gonna do, and I don't want to come to the market with a decision that the market is gonna take this direction, because it doesn't work that way. I want them to show me a sign. If it's a fake breakout and they lock it, then I'll go down, okay, because they've already broken the high, and their possible target might be this one to come and lock the low, because to me it looks like the low is not yet locked. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this might be, yeah, it is. They've locked the low for last week, but there's a lot of capital here, so they might just come for it, or they might go up. I want to see how they behave at this area. So we are going to use DJPY. Let's see. Okay, we have the high of the week. Okay, we have the high of the week, and we have the low of the week. Okay, so far we broke. Yes, this is the one. So great. This is the one. This is what I call day one. Okay. But I'm not saying it will always follow my setup. I follow my setup always, but it doesn't mean the market will go for 3 days just like that all the time. But most of the time it will. So today we've broken, and I see they've bounced on this level. Okay, they've bounced on this level, but I want to see how they behave. Are they gonna come back? Let me show you something. I want to see if they will go, then maybe come during US, pull back down and lock the level and go up. If they do lock the level, then I will take my trade. Okay, but it's always a but. If they do this, then I'll do this. If they don't do this, then this. Okay, it's always a question. If they say, for instance, break it down and then they bounce on this, and then I'm actually anticipating something like this. Okay, but honestly, I think yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, as for gold, I don't want to say anything, because you can see it was so crazy on Friday, guys. It was crazy on Friday. Crazy. Yes, it was anticipated. 1, 2, 3. Then it started falling like popcorns. It fell almost 300 and something pips. Okay, and usually if the news event is this strong, chances are it's gonna carry out till the Asian session. Okay, that's why you see it was just falling. It was expected from this. Okay, it was so strong. So with gold, what I can say is, let's see, this is the low of, hey, let's say it's the low of what? It's the low of the month. Yes, that we are sure of. Let's see. Yeah, actually it is the low of the month. Okay, so let's see, are we coming for this, guys? Because it's highly possible that we will be coming for this, guys. And as we can see, this was day one, but usually when news are this violent or this volatile or this aggressive, anything can happen. Okay, let's see, there's a high chance that they will come and close this, guys. Here we just want to see. Okay, so sometimes it's good just to watch. You don't always have to be in the market. There are times when you just have to observe, see what's happening, wait for your setup to present. Okay, because for me, this was day one. If maybe this morning they pulled back, and then I would have used this as my target, I would have anticipated to see something like this. Okay, to see them breaking the low of day one to form day two, because if it's a downtrend anyway, that's how it's gonna do. It has to break the previous low if it's a downtrend. If it's an uptrend, it has to break the previous high. As you can see, let me just show you an example. You see here, this was day one. Okay, day one, And then what happened? It came down how many pips? It came down about 102 pips. So I would have expected to find an entry around here, okay, around this box. I would have expected to find at least an entry here back to the top, and I would have used this as my target. Yes, I could actually aim higher, but I would want to lock my profit the moment it passes this level. Why? Because if it's an uptrend which day one gives a signal of, then it will have to break the previous high, okay? Because we know an uptrend forms higher highs and the downtrend forms lower lows. So the same applies to if it was going to day 3. This was day 2, right? But let's look at what happened. They pulled the market all the way down, and this is what I tell you about when I talk about fake breakouts. This is a fake breakout, as you can see. It just comes and touches it enough to close people who entered here, because remember, there's still spreads. If they hit this level, it means their spread went further, and they have the option to increase spreads, okay? They have that luxury, and we all know that they use spread as one of their effective weapon to close out traders. So this is the low, okay? And they were able at least to close everyone who entered around day 2, okay? So because we are anticipating 3 days, this one was perfect, guys. Day 1, day 2, day 3, you see? So let me check. I just want to show you how I trade. Okay, this was 205 pips, and then obviously this was a nice entry because it's a failed break out, and it's a pin then followed by an engulf. This is a powerful signal. However, we don't enter on a 1 hour time frame. We enter on, usually on gold, I'll enter on a 1 minute or a 5 minute time frame because I am comfortable with 20 pips, okay? 20 to 30, actually 30 is too much. I'm actually comfortable with anything from 20 to 25 or 15 to 25 pips on gold because it is more volatile. So guys, that's what I'm looking for day 3, and this was my target. If it hits here, I'll close everything, and if I see that it is so the move is so strong when it passes here, then I lock my profits here and allow it to go up, okay, just to see what will happen. And as we saw, day 3 just came here, and this is another fake breakout. You see, they just touch enough to close stop to hit stop losses because of spread, and then they just fall like potatoes. So guys, this is what I'm actually after. I'm actually after days. So this was day 1, and they've already broken for me here. They've broken day 2, okay? They've broken day 2. So I'm just trying to show you something. Maybe this will help you become profitable. I don't know, okay? Because I've also learned from people like Steve and Stacy and stuff, okay? And Peter Branded and John Maggie. I've read a lot of books, okay? And yeah, I learned from different people. I actually buy courses from these people, and I bought a couple of courses. Some are cheap, some are expensive, so it's all up to you. But I think there's a lot of chance. It's 9 a.m. now, so this means at 9 o'clock London opens. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I was anticipating. I'm still waiting to see if here it's a fake breakout or it's a real breakout. If it's a real breakout, then I'm not gonna enter, because for me to enter is if they came down and then I was gonna take it back to the top. Just like here, I didn't enter because I wanted them to take it down a bit further and then up, okay? That's something I was actually anticipating. Yes, I could have taken it was 19. I could have taken it. This was strong, as you can see, unlocked the profit here and allowed it to go, but I usually don't do that, okay? Because there's a lot of assets to choose from. Okay, so I need the ones that have the best setup. Okay, if they came down on day 2 Friday, on Friday or today, if they came down, I would have taken it back to the top because it would have given me at least day 3. Okay, but anyway, doesn't matter. I'm waiting to see here what happens. If this is a fake breakout, this could be my possible target, or actually here, because we have to check where the areas where the market actually experienced some support or resistance. As you can see here, they got some support and a little bit of resistance here. So my first target will be here and my second target will be here, but since it's day 3, I will actually see what happens. Okay guys, let's go to, I'll only analyze this one because of time. This one, okay, it went down and then broke out. This was day what? Let me see. I'm not actually interested in this one. This one is like, it's playing like potatoes, so I'm not gonna waste my time. We know that Great Britain and Euro are highly correlated, so what the Euro does, it's like what GJ does, Great Britain versus Japan, and what this currency does, this one will do almost the same thing. So I'm not even gonna bother myself with this one right now. I want things like this. Okay, let's see what day is it. This one came down and then it closed up. It gave me a day 1, gave me a day 2. Okay, well then for me this one is a perfect setup, guys. It's a perfect setup for me. I want to see if they give me an opportunity, because this is day 1, this is day 2, and I want to take it to at least this level. Okay, however, note that we can get an inside day which doesn't break, and then if it's an inside day, it's gonna be a sign of a reversal or a continuation, but in this case it will most likely be a reversal. Okay, but I'm not saying it's gonna be a reversal. Anything can happen. This is the market, guys. So let's see. This is a perfect setup for me. I want to see what they will do. Okay, they might be coming, they might first hit this point, or they might just go up immediately. So I just want to see what happens, because right now I have a low. I told you about these pins. Pins are a trap most of the time, unless you find them at the right place at the right time. So I'm waiting to see if they hit the stops. They come and hit here, they might just go back to the top. Let me see how many pips this could give me so far. It's 48 pips. So okay, I can take maybe to be sure that it has locked, maybe I'll be able to take 30 or whatsoever, but I just want to see. Okay, but this for me, I'm actually marking it as I'll be looking at this one. This is a potential candidate for today. Okay, but it doesn't give me an opportunity, a clear opportunity, then I won't take it. But for me, this is a potential candidate, hence I will move it to the first. Okay, so now let's go to 15 minutes. Okay, so this is where I do my daily analysis. Okay, Audi JPY, I already know it's on day 3 and they've hit the stops right now. Let me see. This means they've hit the stops. Okay, the first hour hit the stops. So I want to see, guys, if this is a nice giveaway. Okay, it's forming an M. We shall see actually if we get an engulf or a pin engulf back into this EMA, then that will present a good opportunity for us. Okay, let me just look at the 5-minute chart. Okay, let's see how this one closes. Okay, because now London has opened. The first hour made a high, which was not just a high, but it was a stop hunt. So I will As I told you, I always want to mark my charts. This is actually a stop hunt. Wait, okay, what am I typing actually? Okay, hunt. Okay, this is a stop hunt. Okay, so what I'll do is I usually analyze my trades using Wanda, but when I enter, I use Exness, because this one gives me a pretty good what should I say, it gives me a pretty good leverage. Okay, leverage is not good for many people, I know, but for me, I just love using leverage. Okay, this currency is AUDJPY. Let me check. I just AUDJPY. Okay, I'm on my other monitor, and I'm just opening AUDJPY just to be ready if I get a signal. Okay, because I'm not gonna use formal, guys, like, okay, let's see, because to be honest, on Exness they've given a nice pin on a 15-minute chart, and now we are currently left with, let me check, just need candle time close, we are actually left with 6 minutes to see how this closes. If I go to a 5-minute chart, I just wanna a 5-minute chart. Okay, 1 2, yeah, actually on a 5-minute chart I think it's a good entry. Okay, I think it's a good entry. Let me see. It's roughly 9 pips. Let me see the spread. Sorry guys, because I am not exactly showing on the screen, because this is the broker that I'm actually using to execute the trade. But anyway, let's see how it closes. It's yes and then engulf on a 5-minute chart, and then this could give us one of the most perfect entries. And one thing I forgot to mention is it is happening at a number. You see this is a number. We know that we use hash to represent numbers. Okay, this is actually happening at a number, guys. This is so wonderful. You see, it's happening at a number. Okay, so let's see what happens. Let's see. I just want to see what will happen on my Exness during this hour. Okay, but anyway, let's just proceed. I will be looking closely at it, but this is my potential candidate. Let me see. As I told you, this is a potential candidate which has set up pretty well for that reason. It's at a number. You see, this is like 0 zeros. Okay, what these numbers mean is, you know, if say these are whole numbers, if say somebody buys something for 1 rand 10 cents, they are most likely to sell it for 2 rand. Okay, because that's a whole number. And the same applies to when you are investing or trading. Most mistakes that people make, like short-term traders, they become greedy. They don't want to take their profits. Like, let me give you a simple example. Last year I bought Ripple. It was 4 rand, and within a week it went to 20 rand, and it just passed 20 rand. I think it went to 21 rand. Yeah, 21, 22 rand, and then it felt like crazy. Fortunately for me, I sold everything when it was 18 rand. It was at a profit to me, but I could have locked it earlier. Okay, because when it hits 20 rand, that's where everyone wants to sell, because it's a matter of quantity. Some people are buy in large quantities, so even a profit of 2 rand, it's a lot. Okay, say maybe somebody bought something that costed 1 rand, and he spent 2 million to buy all those things. That means if it goes to 2 rand, that person has a profit of 2 million. So for them it becomes easier to actually sell. And imagine when many people sell at that price, it means there is gonna be more supply than demand. More supply than demand results in dropping of prices, hence the prices will drop so greatly, and you'll just be holding. Right now Ripple is about 9 rand. It has been like trading between 5 rand and 9 rand for almost 2 years now. Okay, yeah, almost 2 years. So that tells you something. You don't want to be stuck on something like that. You want to capitalize when it hits a whole number. Okay, so this is why I have these lines here. I want to see what happens at these numbers here, okay, because they play a crucial role. Okay, this is where people will either be buying, selling and stuff. I want to see what happens at this line. And if you check, you'll find that, you see, it hits, comes and hits, then it goes. Most of the time you will see it reverses at a number, 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 because people are targeting this. This is 50. People are targeting this whole numbers, okay? You see, at a whole number, it hits the whole number, it reverses, it hits the whole number, it reverses. So you must pay attention to what happens at whole numbers. And right now it has just hit a whole number and it has reversed. And one thing I can tell you about this trade, if how many minutes, 4 minutes left, okay, we'll see how this candle closes, because they can give you a pin, and when there's 15 seconds left, they just pull it down, okay? But if this market reverses here like this, remember, there's gonna be equity here, there's gonna be stops here, okay? For the mere fact that they haven't actually closed down these guys here and here, okay, like this one didn't actually close people here. Yes, they might have used spreads, but this is the same level. In other words, now they are attracting people to take positions, okay? Right now people are looking at this. It hits the first time, it hits the second time, and you know, most of the books or most of the teachers will tell you that if it hits the third time, then this is a strong support. So that's what they are trying to create. They can go up and break this level, then come down, hit this and reverse a little bit. You'll execute as most books have told you to, and then they just pull it down, hit the stops, and then pull it back and consolidate for tomorrow. So you must pay attention to things like that, okay? Just know what to expect. So right now it's 9:15. Let me I'm on a 15-minute chart. That means 4 candles show an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first hour made our high and then our low. Second hour, 1, 2. Okay, let's see actually what this hour will bring, okay? But this one is it's a candidate for me. And coming back to this one, we have 2 minutes left. It didn't actually give me what I was anticipating, but anyway, it's on a 5-minute chart. When we go to a 15-minute chart, we need to know what we are anticipating, guys. We need to know what we are expecting, okay? This is a stop hunt. They've closed everybody here, given this pin. Yeah, I want to see what happens, okay? Because this is day 3. It's a very, very nice potential candidate for me today. Let me just mark it with something brighter. Let me use yellow, because or yellow, orange stands out, okay? This is a potential candidate for me. If it gives me maybe a pin and then engulf, because right now what it's doing is it is just consolidating, okay? It's just consolidating. So the first hour makes a high, it consolidates, okay? So it might just come hit it a little bit and then they can break down. I want to see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. They make a high and consolidate. The second hour hasn't done anything, it is just consolidated. So I have a good feeling about this trade, and this can be a false breakout. It can be a false breakout. High chances it's gonna be a false breakout. Okay, so let's see something else. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, this is the high. Let's see. Okay, I'm waiting to see what actually happens. Okay. Okay. Because today we don't have that much news. Okay. Let me just go further. You know what? I don't have time for this. But this might be bringing a very big trade, because we know that big moves come from consolidations, as Stacy always emphasizes. So let's see what will happen. One thing we can say is they've hit the stops down. Okay, because this is the high, this is the low, this is the low, this is the high of Asia, and they've broken the low. So I told you I'm not much interested in this, but this squeeze can actually bring a very big trade, more especially if they break, and then they can just, if they hit all the stops here, chances are they're gonna hit the stops, go up or reverse. It's highly possible, because remember, we still have people who are in profit from this low. And yeah, as it was creeping, all this creeping has left a lot of money. There are people who, okay, these ones have been closed out. However, these ones at a number, you see, there are people entered here who are in profit. There are people who entered here who are in profit. There are people entered here who are in profit. There are people who entered here who are in profit. So there is a lot of money going down. Okay, so let's just pay attention. Only because it is creeping and it is giving the squeeze. Okay, it's not going anywhere. It's roughly 50 bips. Let's check. This consolidation is it's roughly 25 bips. It's actually 28 bips. No one is getting any profit. So yeah, you can expect something big from such behavior. And as I said for gold, I'm not even interested in gold. So guys, for now we'll leave it here. Okay, I'm not gonna make this video too long, but my eyes are currently on this one. I want to see them breaking or even coming down, because there's a lot of people who are in profit. The people here are in profit. Okay, and eventually the people here are also in profit. Okay, now I don't think they'll go deeper than this. So if they come and break down, obviously the next target will be here, because these guys here are in profit. Who sold here, they're in profit. So anytime from now, I'm just looking for an opportunity. If they go back, let me show you something, what I'll actually be looking for. If they hit here, say maybe they break and then they come and then they lock the level, okay, then I'll be looking for a trade. Or else, if they just come and go up without giving me a simple entry point, then here's what I'm gonna do. Say maybe if they happen to just go up, break the high, I'm gonna wait for them to maybe come hit here, or sometimes they can just break back inside, lock the level and go. You might find that this happens during the US session, okay, because they can just prolong it. Because one thing, these guys have time, guys. So you have to be patient when trading because these guys have time. Remember, this is only the guys from these are the guys from London moving. Look at what the guys from Asia did. They just came and moved the market 18 pips. Imagine 18 pips, and the people who have been waiting the whole since 12 o'clock. They've been waiting to trade, and even now they're still waiting to trade, and they will be doing that for the whole day. And that's not something you should be doing, okay? I prefer trading during this box hours, so it's 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, and I don't trade during Asia. So usually I have roughly 6 hours to trade, but if I get a good trade, a good entry here, I'm just gonna take this trade and let it go. But I'll just log in and check it, log in and check it, log in and check it every now and then, because I want to see if they are reversing and stuff. Because it makes no sense, guys, for a market to go maybe 50 pips. Actually, maybe your target is at 50 pips and the market goes 48 pips, and then it starts showing W's or reversal signs, and you only have 2 pips to hit your target. Imagine if you are on a 10,000 profit. Actually, maybe your target is 10,000 and you are on 9,800 profit. You are left with 200. Guys, if the market goes back and closes you at a loss, that means what you did was foolish. I'm sorry. There are maybe all the people will listen to this or watch this, but it's just foolish, okay? Because if you have 9,800, just lock it. 200 is nothing, because now you are risking maybe you put maybe 300 at risk. So now you are risking 10,100, because it's that 9,800 plus your 300 rand, which means now you are risking more. But if you just come and see that, okay, now it's giving reversal signs, and you just close it, then you'll be you'll make a lot of profit. So don't just close and expect it to hit the profit and stuff. No, come and check every now and then, okay? And if you see that it has gone, maybe it is locked in, for instance, this is my target, and when I come to check, I found that, okay, what it actually has done, sorry guys, this is becoming long, I just want to show you something. Say maybe it has done like this and it has reversed, because we know the market doesn't go straight, right? Yeah, and it has reversed, and it is maybe here, okay? This is my target. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lock it here. I'm gonna lock all my profits here, because if it's an uptrend, chances are it's never coming back to this point. It makes higher highs and higher lows. So this is what it will do. So you don't lock it here, because obviously you must leave some room for it to breathe. Because when an uptrend, a market that is going up, pulls back, that means the market movers are locking their profit. So if market movers lock profit, who are you not to lock profit? Okay, I'm gonna lock everything here, so that if maybe by chance it wants to reverse, the moment it hits here, it will kick me out of the trade, and I will have all the profit generated from here to this point. At least you are coming out with something, unlike it's gonna come back to you and hit you, whereas it was just few pips towards your target. So guys, pay attention to that as well, okay? Lock your profit. Unrealized profits are not yours, and don't be greedy. If it hits this point, and then maybe it will close you out. But if you see that it's near, you can just take your stops, take this take profit higher, and bring your stop losses a bit higher as well, so that if it continue going up, you will be covered, okay? So guys, let me stop here. It's now giving me that nice engulfment, and let me go to 5 minutes. I want to see what happens on a 5-minute chart. Let's see. Actually, I'm not gonna pull it all the way back. Oh yes, this is great. It's now it made a lower high, which to me is good. Okay, It's good, it's good, it's good. So this is an engulf. It's only a couple of seconds left. Okay guys, let me execute my trades and see what happens. See you in the next video. Subscribe for more because I want to help you become profitable. Thanks.